You were talking about Kiyahara. When you told me about it, I thought it was a likely story.
You hid your jealousy well.
The sole pleasure of my life is to hide my emotions.
Oh, this noise of hammering a nail. No matter how I try to hide, my betrayal would never be like my lady's calm betrayal. I was born a trustworthy servant after all. I dare say you have to have a much nobler genealogy than a loyalist needs to be a good betrayer.
As you know perfectly well, Asako was a geisha. You mustn't be thinking of such silly things endlessly. Well now, thanks to you, I have the overall picture, but there's one thing I still don't get. Why is Asako so protective of Hisara? I understand why she's protected of Kiyohara, but why Hisara? Isn't it odd that she's so keen on Hisao just because Datakuja's daughter likes him?
Well, I don't know. It's all up to my lady.
Is she in love with that young man? He's a ninny, but he does have a face that attracts women. He doesn't have what's crucial, a man's strength, but he's got what provokes women old enough to begin to feel protective of someone. The beauty of a man at that age can still be translated into the beauty of a woman. I remember seeing a popular geisha who looked like him, someone who looked like him. Hey, Kusano, you know something you haven't told me?
Yes, sir. He's my lady's son.
Who's the father?
You can guess, sir.
Kiyohara?
Yes, sir.
I see. So she has schemed to take advantage of her husband to salvage all her past?
I can hear the music already. Would you like to go listen to them rehearse?
I'd like to rest a while longer. Please go ahead.
Sorry. My ladies are coming. I'll be right here. I'll see you later, sir.
Isn't Kusano here?
No, I haven't seen her.
Haven't you seen Kusano? How about you? What happened to her? Things don't work well without her.
A woman like that, who's worked only in a Japanese setting, won't be much use in a place like this.
Lord, have you been drinking already?
Not yet. Why?
You normally look sallow, but now you look ruddy and your eyes are gleaming.
Well, that may be because for the first time I'm going to act driven by an emotion.
How terrifying! But making an exception from time to time should be pleasurable too, I imagine.
Right. Finding a rarely seen self is good for my body too. After all, the self I see remains all year round like a framed portrait painting, with no signs of making any move.
So that portrait is going to walk out of its frame.
Yes, and the one who's most surprised by this is above all myself.
This is a strange day when all the immobile portraits on the wall have suddenly begun to move. Look at me. This ridiculous hoop under my skirt. I feel as if my legs came out wearing a large bell. When you wear a kimono, gentle silk constantly clings to your legs. But today, all I have around them is a shifty wind.
Well, you look nice. Very nice. And no matter what you wear, even when you attend a ball for the first time, you never change a bit. You never move. You remain what you have been all these years.
That means, I suppose, I won't be able to move as you move along. You are saying I will not be able to play the role of hostess tonight, are you not?
Not at all. I did not mean to say anything like that. You are the hostess, so you can stay in one spot without moving. And I, being your pitiable husband, can only scurry around.
My, I have never heard you talk like that. If I have done something wrong or something obtruse, would you tell me now? To be told of such things after our guests begin to arrive would be painful.
How can I do anything wrong? How can you do anything wrong? Or anything obtrusive? You are attentive in every way.
You are not nice, my lord. You make fun of me like that, so I, dressed in such an embarrassing way, may feel even more awkward. You are scheming to tease me, aren't you? All right, then. Though I don't like it, I'll try to do my best to make myself presentable.
Mysterious, as I look at you.
Pardon?
Your person doesn't seem to suggest a smidgen of computation.
I have transmortified myself, haven't I?
There is in this world no monster more horrible than our trust.
That is your usual self.
Come, let me hold your arm Western style.
I see. Perfect timing. Allow me, sir, to take a commemorative photograph. Stay in that posture. I'm afraid that the other people have to go.
Would you start decorating the ballroom? This place looks fine now.
Thank you, sir. I'll make sure to deliver this the day after tomorrow.
Both of you look nice. Together, you're magnificent.
How are you? Get Tobita. Tell him to come here without being noticed by these ladies.
Stay with me for the rest of this evening. Somehow, I don't feel like talking to my husband tonight.
All right, let's go to the ballroom.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, they have just left. Listen, I have something I'd like you to do.
At your service, sir.
There will be a break-in of the Zealots tonight, and Kirohara will direct them. That's the information you gave me.
Nothing is more accurate than that, sir.
I know. Yes, the information is accurate. Accurate, yes, but the situation has changed. They have abandoned their break-in tonight, so Kirohara won't be here either.
Impossible, sir.
I'm saying this, and I am right. The situation has changed. I often talk about the essence of politics. Do you know what that is?
Pardon me, sir?
The essence of politics is, listen, there's no truth in politics. Politics knows that there is no truth in it. So politics is required to make a counterfeit of truth.
Yes, sir.
Tonight, the situation you described to me will not happen. That situation no longer exists. When a certain situation ceases to exist, we must create another like it. That's what politics is all about. That's the essence of politics. You understand?
Just as you say, sir.
Tonight, there has to be a break-in by zealots. White headbands must flutter around their necks, and their gleaming swords must flash under the dazzling lights of the chandeliers. Kirohara must stop this hansom outside the fence. The cab must be crouched under the starry sky of early winter like an embodiment of dark scheming. I make history. The government of the day makes history. No one can change that. So, Tobita, what do you have to do?
What has to happen tonight is that the zealots will break in and Kiyohara will come. Right, sir?
Right.
You have an idea about how to make Kiyohara come here. Right, sir?
Right.
I'm only responsible for the zealots. Right, sir?
Exactly.
Leave it to me, sir. White headbands and white sashes can be arranged immediately. We have plenty of swords ready. As for the crucial players, we have plenty of young men in my house killing time. So how should we have it, sir?
About 20 should be accurate. Adequate.
The timing remains the same, sir?
Yes, don't worry about the police guards. I'll give them proper instructions. They'll put up some resistance, but we'll let the men pass. The hot-blooded young men of our dear liberal party.
I think I have understood everything, sir.
But you must keep one thing in mind. There will be absolutely no blood spilled within the gate of the Rokumeikan. Blood must be spilled outside it, outside the fence, in the darkness of November night. It must be spilled secretly.
Holding a woman in your arms or seeing blood, it's preferable to do it in the dark.
You may excuse yourself now. Once you start talking about blood, you never stop. Go now, and begin your preparations as soon as you can.
Yes, sir.
My lord, and what is my part? The part of a female spy?
Later you will go to Kirohara at the time I tell you.
To Kiyohara?
Right. Kirohara trusts you because of what you did this morning. You'll be going to Asako's messenger again. Use the jinisha that you used this morning.
And what is the purpose, sir?
You'll be going to as Asako's trusted maid. Tobita's fake zealots will break in around 10 o'clock. We will pretend that their break-in occurred around 9:30 and hurry to Kirohara with the news, so that he will arrive outside the gate just a little past 10. And you say this to Kirohara. Your men broke in against your orders, sir. My lady is furious. You must come right away to stop them.
Your men broke in against your orders, sir. My lady is fierce, and you must come right away to stop them.
Right. As for Kirohara's whereabouts around that time, you needn't worry. I'll have it checked out. The only thing you have to do is to look harried and convey the emergency to him.
I understand, sir. My lord,
What is it?
am I still beautiful?
Yes. What? You? Beautiful. Yes, very beautiful.